what are some of the matchups that we're going to be seeing in terms of the players they...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of...
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hard to believe, but LeBron James out with the injury. He's going to be missed.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness.
Substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Barton. Beasley's checked in for Harris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Jamal Murray. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Ingram. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Harris. And AI is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lance Stevenson is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's AI. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Ball in at the 2. AI, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stevenson passes to AI. Banked in off the glass.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Ball kicks to AI. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for Denver, making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by AI. Thomas surveying the D. On the wing, Morris. Just 5 to shoot. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Los Angeles on top, up 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. Let's take a moment now to hear what AI had to say about the players and coaches who helped him get here.
A big name is Coach Keller. He was my coach at Fort Wayne. He really helped me focus on the small things that you need to do every day to be your best. On that same team, I also had a great vet leader, Paul Tatum, who gave me a lot of advice. Some for basketball, but some just for life. Without those two, there's no way I'd be sitting here and talking to you today.
AI did a lot of growing in the G League, and he rightfully gives a lot of credit to those two.
And who mentors you and who teaches you how to be a pro, it matters so much in the NBA. AI knows more than anyone else in the world how much Coach Keller and Tatum helped grow his game.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers, we've got Lonzo Ball. Hart is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's AI, and it's Zubats in at the 5. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
AI passes to Kuzma. Hart kicks to Zubats. To the right side. Reverses, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better, and it's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Just didn't like the energy level in that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
They made a few shots, Reg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Harris subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Harris. Corey Harris with the block.
I mean, you have to be cognizant of where Harris is. He's solid at timing when to block shots.
Here's Millsap. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And Brent, I'm thinking back to that trade. The Nuggets were moving up to select Antonio McDyess.
Yep, McDyess went number 2 overall and obviously went on to have a pretty stellar career. And Rodney Rogers and I went to Los Angeles where I got a lot of early minutes in my rookie campaign. So interesting trade on draft night.
Ingram against Barton. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Murray.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Jamal Murray, you can't start much younger than Jamal did. At age 3, he reportedly could play basketball for hours on end.
And we'll be back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the... And the Nuggets with some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Lance Stevenson. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Harris. And AI is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. They've got Nikola Jokic. Morris is out there with Harris. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ingram passes to AI. Jokic with the steal. Here's Morris. Finished off the break. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Kuzma passes to AI. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
To the paint, here's Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
AI kicks to Ingram. Back to AI. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio. And that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off a Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Malik Beasley comes in for Porter, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Harris. Morris into the lane, and it goes down 2 points. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
AI passes to Zubac. Back to AI. There's the pass to Ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From 6 feet, AI sinks that one from the post. AI's got 18 points.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Stolen by Ball. It's AI, top of the key. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And Thomas, here we go, and it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in. Harris dishes to AI. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. Inside, Beasley with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with AI. And it's Ingram in at the 3 seat. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. For 3, Murray. That shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. AI left side. Lays it up and banks it in. AI's got 20.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Thomas's shot is off. Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Harris finds Thomas. 41 seconds left in the game. Passes to Murray. Shot from 12. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Malik Beasley. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Stolen by McGee. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Gentlemen, hoop shot. Hoop shot.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those 2 away.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 12 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jokic kicks to Barton. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And that's an intentional foul.
AI. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now Thomas. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
You know what we need to do? We need to figure out what we're doing tonight after this, you know? So I'm talking about I want to get some food.
Hey, great effort out there, guys. AI, need you for an interview real quick.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah. All right, guys.
You know the drill.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey, this is Shaq. You guys pulled out a nice win. Congratulations. What were you focusing on late in the game to protect that lead?
Well, Shaq, I think we did a good job as a team of just trying to play our game. You know, we don't force anything. We don't hold the ball too long. We don't make silly turnovers. That stuff is critical in a close game. When we set our minds to playing smart basketball, we position ourselves to come out with wins, like the one we just got tonight.
I finally know what AI stands for. Animal instinct. Back to you, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for tonight. For Kenny, for Shaq, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he is, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. We'll see you again soon.